All right. It's been around 5 days or so, which means we're going to try to complete the event in one go. That's all I have planned for today, and that's what we're going to do. Now, if we have to split this into 2 streams or 2 videos, so be it, but we're going to at least go for 3 hours, or that's what we're going to shoot for. But in terms of other things, if we don't finish the event in this stream, then the next stream will be this event again, just to finish it up. If we find a good stopping point, and it feels like we're not going to finish it, we'll definitely stop. So, for those watching this on YouTube, you're just going to end up clicking the next video. They'll probably come out less than a day or 2 apart. But it sounds like we've loaded in, so we're going to switch to game scene. Alright. What is my team? Oh, that's right. We did the Yoimiya thing. That's what I needed to buy. I was doing some shopping earlier, and I felt like there was something I needed to buy, and I was going to buy a new controller, but I forgot to. Alright. So, Duel, Summoner's Summit. That's what the name of the event is. Alright. A lot of rewards. Go to quest. Alright, where are we going? Mondstadt. It's a good thing I didn't wander into Mondstadt in my off time. That being said, I really haven't been playing this game as much off-stream as I used to. When I was leveling up and grinding, I used to play off-stream a little bit more, but now that I have most of my team that I use regularly at levels 70 to 80, I really don't feel the need to play offline all that much, unless there's like another character I really want to use. But we're really just a casual fan at this game at this point. But I'm excited because this is going to be an event focused around the card game, which might get me back into the card game, because that might be enough for me to get back on. Speaking of card games, I want to do another Shadowverse stream, because we haven't done a Shadowverse stream in a long time. And it's the longest running series that we have on the channel is Shadowverse. Or it was, I should say. The Genshin streams have now since passed up my Shadowverse streams. So it might be time for me to make some more Shadowverse content. But without further ado, it's time to commence a suspect genesis. Oh, it really wants us to go there. I should have used the other waypoint.
Let the show begin.
What a disaster. I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How'd you do?
Who are these
I didn't
people?
do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid.
He was beaten by Timmy. I don't care who you are anymore. You don't matter.
I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who'll win the grand prize.
Okay.
Did you hear that? A grand prize!
We're too late to enter at this point, Paimon.
Sounds like they were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation Tournament, huh? Do you think there'll be any tasty food at the venue?
Should be. But let's go ask Diona for details.
Why Diona? Shouldn't we be talking to Margaret? I can move again. Okay. Alright, Diona about the tournament. Oh, we're not even going in the cat's tail. We're just walking up to it. Oh, there's our new cast member.
Wait, what? Am I seeing double? Do you have 2 tails?
Your eyes are working just fine. Yes, I have 2 tails. You want to pet them?
Wow, does it hurt when your tail splits into 2? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around while you're asleep?
Ah, Diona asking the real questions that we've all been asking.
Oh, well,
Oh, sorry if those were tricky questions. I've just never seen anyone with two tails before.
That is a good question, and it is a fair question. You have a tail, so you have the right to ask. Yeah, I think she's like a Nekomata yokai. She's from Inazuma, so that's probably correct.
Who's Diona chatting with? From her outfit, Paimon would guess she's probably from Inazuma.
Yep, it does have that weird kimono flowery motif.
oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing a couple of tails of your own in no time.
Wait, what? Is that how that works?
Huh? You think I could grow two tails as well?
Can she?
Sure, you're a yokai too, right?
Oh.
Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form.
No. I forgot that people from Inazuma are a sheltered people because of the Sakoku decree.
I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped out, just like that. People started calling me, Nekomata, I think?
Right on the money.
Yokai? Nekomata? No. You got it all wrong. My ears and tail are part of my cat's line bloodline.
Oh, so you're not a Mondstadt yokai?
So why are yokai only native to Inazuma? Is there a reason for that? Are there no yokai that can swim across the ocean or make boats?
Mondstadt doesn't have anything like yokai. Is this your first time here?
Yep. Fortunately for me, the company I work for has been expanding, so I'm now getting the opportunity to travel to cities all over Teyvat. Oh, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you that I almost lost track of time. I'd better get going, or I'll be late for my next customer. Diona of the Quetzline clan, your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Great. Feel free to come hang out anytime. Do only yokai have tails in Inazuma?
They think that's correct, actually. Something Shintoism. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. She has cat feet, too. Not gonna even comment on that, either?
Diona? Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt?
Cards. And Luxord.
Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Cat's-tail, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, and by the way, who was that just now?
Somebody working for a mail service.
Oh, she's a courier from Komania Express. They're an international delivery service operating out of Inazuma. Huh?
I wonder if Kurisu knows her.
Still doing international business now? No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komania Express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there?
We saw some with wings on their back. That's right. Sara can make wings appear on her back. And others with fox ears.
Right. But this is actually the first time we've ever seen one with two tails.
1,000-year-old cat yokai who are necromancers. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Whoa. I'd love to go see for myself one day. Huh. Anyway, what were you two here for again? Did you need me for something?
You know, now that I think about it, Inazuma surprisingly has the most racial diversity. Well, maybe not. Liyue actually has the whole Adepti Adeptus thing, and there's actually people that are interbreeding with that, so there's actually racial mixing there. So, yeah, probably Inazuma is probably second place there. So yeah, I think it's interesting that the most diversity we have is in Liyue and Inazuma. And then Mondstadt, we just have, like, the two. We have the cat people that live over in Springvale, and then we have everyone else. And then I guess whatever Sucrose is, we still don't know why Sucrose has not human ears.
forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation TCG tournament? Apparently there's prizes and stuff.
Yeah, Genshin probably doesn't go that route specifically because Genshin's yokai can take human form. And then, like, the ones who can't are, like, tiny animals. Like the Tanuki or the Kitsune.
A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. They even had posters imported from Inazuma.
Posters?
But I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss.
I told you we should have asked Margaret.
Got it. Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh. What do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all.
Thanks, Coach. We'll make you proud.
That's meow like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. My boss usually takes a walk around there at this time of day.
Yeah, seriously, does she ever do anything?
Alright, we'll go there right away.
Experience a whole new world of drinking at the Cat's Tail Bartender Diana. Where's the other poster? Same poster. Man, the fucking range on those posters in a rack box must be a massive.
Hey, Margaret. We thought we might find you here.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let me guess. Back to play some cards?
It's not like we only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
Yeah, we come here for Valentine's Day. We come here to drink. I think even though either doesn't think he's old enough to.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be the Adventurers Guild one that Diana mentioned.
Mm-hmm, that's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately.
Oh, that was a lot of drop frames there for a second.
The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to hold a regional tournament for the King of Invocations Grand Prix. The rewards are quite substantial.
Music's cutting in and out.
Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so
Oh
I'm
boy.
afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize.
Really? Oh, darn. We already promised Diana we'd treat her to some food with the Mura we won.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the world by storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's new cards that have been added up in this update, so we can now get like the Archons as cards.
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
I really want to play now.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial tourney organized by some players. Would that interest you at all?
I guess so.
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm. So they've set up an unofficial tourney aimed at a larger player base.
That's pretty cool.
You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh, and the rewards are pretty generous too.
Yeah, I guess that's for people like me who haven't been playing enough and only have like 8 or 9 cards unlocked.
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret. We'll go check it out.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and
I think
other
I'm
fun
still
activities,
using
so
a
it's
deck that
definitely
is
worth a
focused
visit.
around
Who knows? You might even bump into some old friends there.
the Oceanid, Fischl, and Sucrose.
Right. If there's nothing else you needed, I'll be continuing my walk now.
Alright. Unofficial tournament time.
Paimon still thinks that with your abilities, winning the grand prize in the official tournament would have been as easy as pie.
You say that, but I doubt so.
Just imagine it. Honorary Knight defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion. The headline practically writes itself.
Yeah, you say that when I can definitely hear a news reporter within ear's reach. But anywho, personally, I don't feel very confident in my ability to play the card game, because apparently, since I stopped playing the card game was quote-unquote solved, where there's like an infinite combo you can do with like Yoimiya, Ayaka, and insert third person here, I guess. Where it's just attack, you get 3 dice, attack, you get 3 dice, attack, you get 3 dice. And it basically is just an instant win, or a one-turn kill deck. And then there's like a weird Oceanid spam deck, apparently, which I am not playing.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Whoa! Who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in.
That camera has a bowler hat.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
Sounds familiar.
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Teyvat. We even have regular columnists based right here in Mondstadt.
Yeah, Mona is a columnist for that. I don't know why she's a columnist for that. Because she doesn't want to make money via, what's it called? Astrology.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Okay.
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
It'll probably be chock full of interesting characters, that much is for sure.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
Also, I just noticed that her monocle has a little bowstring. That's kind of neat.
Card Snatcher?
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
Huh.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Maybe to gain an edge over his opponents. Perhaps he just wants to throw off other competitors.
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece. So, what do you think? Want to join me in my quest to uncover the sensational story that's hiding behind the scenes?
Why not? I got nothing better to do.
That does sound interesting, but why us? Any reason you singled us out in particular?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liyue who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
Fuck, we've gained more titles. I keep forgetting how famous we are.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh?
She really did our homework. Let's hear some more of our accomplishments.
Hey, we've got better things to do than listening to that.
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a great move for you. For starters, when my exclusive news article is published, you'll be credited as contributors. Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever traveling in Fontaine. And if you ever wanted to run an ad in the paper one day, no problem. I could make that happen.
Which means this is going to benefit us in our trip to Fontaine, which means that this is going to be another time-sensitive event that for some reason people are going to miss out on, but is going to definitely get referenced in the Archon quest, probably.
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
You know, because this event is linked to the card game, and the card game already has its own dedicated quest line, they really could make this one not a time-limited event. They could literally just lock this shit down. This could be the interlude chapter. It doesn't have to be a time event. This could just have been the Archon quest interlude chapter. Why not? We got some time on our hands.
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand, so it's nice to know that you live up to your reputation, but even nicer to experience it for myself. Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of first. That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it along with me.
It's a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
It's Mona, right?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slight detour to drop off the Mora, then we'll be on our way.
All right, let's go to Mona's house.
I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now. From what I've heard, you're quite well acquainted.
Yes, I have figured it out. It is either Mona or a random NPC that's not important.
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. We know lots of people in Mondstadt.
Warrior of Light in Final Fantasy 14. Sorry. Final Fantasy 24. XIV?
Never mind. Just lead the way, Charlotte.
Ah, yes, sorry. 1X is 10. My bad.
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
Nope.
That still doesn't really narrow it down. We know lots of people with lots of Mora.
Wow, I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places.
Yep. Here we go. Mona's place.
Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
So, somebody told me that in the Midsummer Night Fantasy event, we learn that Mona is actually really, really wealthy, and the reason she doesn't have any money is because she's poor at managing it. So, she always spends all of her money.
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've...
Was this dog meant to follow us in the cutscene?
You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you.
Whoa, camera, too close.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Or we're just bad at it. You ever thought about that, Paimon?
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
Nah, she's here for other business.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Teyvat, Mona.
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column, All Things Astrological, for the Steambird for a long time now. The chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was wondering when it would arrive. Thank you, Charlotte.
Let me guess, you're behind on rent already.
Huh. You make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona?
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside for daily necessities and purchased some expensive equipment. That's all.
This is what I mean. She does not know how to manage money, like, at all.
Classic Mona.
So what books did you buy that you're qualifying as, expensive materials?
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist Broken Starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
Oh shit. What was with... Why did we go into... Meanwhile, in 1920s, Dateline, Fontaine. Local Mona Magistus is currently the starving artist in her own form. What the hell is going on? Actually, that does sound like an interesting read. Sounds a little exaggerated, don't you think?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What brings you back to Mondstadt this time, Traveler in Paimon?
Card games.
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Charlotte investigate the case of the card snatcher.
Maybe we should get Sino to help, because I feel like a police officer that loves card games, this would be right up his alley.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix? Where it is that the prizes are pretty stellar.
You can stop now.
I'm much too busy with my research these days to dedicate time to a competition. Besides, even if I did enter, there's no guarantee I'd actually win a prize, is there?
I mean, unless you use your astrology to cheat and predict the card draws, which I believe you could do. It's well within your capabilities. You don't have that same stipulation that Layla has about that, right?
Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know all of your opponent's cards ahead of time. What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes. Besides, it wouldn't be fair to the other contestants.
How much is the prize pool again?
Well said. Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen. Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past precedent is anything to go by, you're the ones who ought to be wary of what's around the corner. Especially if you're chasing after this card snatcher, was it? Sounds like bad news. Shall I take a glance at what you're up against?
Can I pet the dog? Please let me pet the dog.
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. Relying on your astrological skills for all the juicy details would make this story a Mona exclusive. But that's not quite the kind of exclusive report I'm going for here. But don't you worry. They call it investigative journalism for a reason. We journos have our ways.
I know people have said that before. I've heard the term journos, but I don't like the term because it sounds silly. Journalist is already fine.
All right, well, best of luck with your investigation then. Thanks again for bringing the bonus, Charlotte. Do give my regards to the chief editor.
Well, that's because you and me don't have a respect for astrology. That's why we would use it. Take care of yourself, Mona. Also, we should get another... We should play another game. Okay, now, take care of yourself,
I
Mona.
will, and yes, we should. I'll hold you to that.
Oh, we say both. Okay, that's one of those times where there was no choice. But again, the stars are fake. They keep bringing that up, that the stars in
It's
Teyvat
about
are
time we
fake.
started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt Regional Final should be starting shortly.
Which means that astrology is fake. Or his destiny is predetermined. So, which, either way, I don't like any of those results.
All right! Paimon can't wait to find out who the finalists are!
Alright, dog. I will pet you another day, I guess. Suspect genius. Alright. Gotta climb up this wall. And this wall. And where is this tournament being held?
Wow! So this is the venue, huh?
How'd I miss
Seems
this?
pretty lively here.
Alright, she's gonna go eavesdrop some more. Hey, Kaya! He's the guy that is the meme on our channel.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
God damn it, Timmy's in the final. Alright, let's see. I hope we get a cool soundbite from you, Kaya, that we can use in the memes on the channel.
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
Aren't you also the one who stole Diluc's image to make a card out of it? And also, aren't the Diluc and Kaya cards that we're using right now actually the, yours? That you left at the bar?
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work.
He delegated all his work to someone else, didn't he?
Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Ha.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you ask?
Well, that's the thing. The sky isn't. It's all of those things that are up there are stars, are actually meteorites. Like when you get a wish, those things falling from the sky. It's not that there aren't stars up there. It's that the stars that are up there are fake. So I imagine you would still see the sky the same as it is. It's a little bit more complicated than that. It's like a glass dome kind of thing.
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was right here, wasn't she?
She's right behind us, eavesdropping on another group. I can see her shoe just barely above my webcam if you look closely. Right over there. You can see it? Just barely there in frame. Tiny little red shoe.
Oh,
yep.
I bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself.
Journalist from Fontaine. Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
No, we don't.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin. Now, let's give a warm welcome to our 2 contestants.
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time.
Good luck, Kaya. Kill Timmy, and if you lose, go kill his birds.
Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya. We'll see you in a bit.
Timmy's gonna win, isn't he?
So, Traveler, what do you think is gonna win?
Pretty sure Timmy will win. No confidence.
Yeah, Timmy seems to be a pretty strong TCG player. Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, isn't that Charlotte's job? Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her.
I see a shiny light novel behind me. I wonder if that's the King of Invocations TCG book. It is. It is. Hang on. Fuck everything else. We're reading a book. What is it? Amateur handbook, special event, map, sky guide, archive. It's time to read a book. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. Don't lag. Oh, it's not in here. Which means it has to be in my inventory. New gadget page. Oh, we have a new gadget list. Neat. Nice. Book. Where is it? Where's my King of Invocations? There it is! A light novel centered around the most popular card game in Teyvat, Genius Invocation TCG. The characters are unique and the story exciting, full of twists and marking one of the hottest new works around. Ere the end of the duel across multitude of worlds, upon the domes many a sky, this supreme rite unfolded in the most unexpected way. My apologies, friend, but a grand finale, or so they say, almost always ends this way. The other duelist descended the stairs of arcane rites, removing the crocodile mask and revealing the Prussian green complexion beneath his features equally somber. Abu froze at the sight while drawing the cards out from the casket of domes. Voice your grievances, vent your fury, insult me with your bitter sarcasm. So thought the one who had just taken off his mask. But the young man went on to take out the cards before placing them gently on the table. He then said, "If all finales should end thusly, I'll gladly have this, for I've always wanted to duel with you." "Boss, will Abu win?" one of the sailors asked as the stench of dried fish permeated the ocean breeze. The unfettered figure sitting amongst them was none other than the Dubba, the Lord of the Seven Seas, who had claimed such ownership through the right of duels. The man raised his goblet against the chill moon, blue light dancing on it. "Should he lose, I will twist off his head as promised. But it's a pity that the wine from such a new vessel definitely won't taste as good." Ugh, look at what he just rolled. Well, it seems like Lady Luck's shining the other way. Honestly, why didn't he use the trick I told him? But no cheating can pass unnoticed in the room of duels. It is more practical to have a few cards for dice conversion in your deck, said the little kitsune as she approached with a tray of dishes. This is exactly why Abu didn't want to learn the trick, and also why you ended up working here, a far cry from when you were the owner of the collector's parlor. Oh yes, Kui. This is the fish soup of table 17. Remember to serve it before it gets cold. This is a child's card game light novel. Fine, got it, replied the young girl as she rose from the table, but her eyes were still focused on the figures cast in the sky. Not working. I can't get it connected. The dark-haired girl had her face within the hood of an electric arcs dancing around her fingers, yet one by one the dice hovering around her broke and scattered. As if being warned by something. The room of duels is, well, it's just like another sacred realm. Huh? Still not giving up, are we? Forget about it already. Given how the Crocodile King failed to escape from that place, I'd be shocked if you could succeed, Nimue. I'd rather put faith in that lad. It's a long shot, though, commented the knightly king of duels, Ariatos. It seems that the knight couldn't care less about the possible death of his friend, who had helped the knight restore his homeland. But how can I not feel a bit jealous, Abu, when your rival is the Crocodile King? It would be a good ending if the young man turned the tables miraculously. The game was already decided in the last round. Even the Lord of Combat, one who had been sealed here by the Ibis King for craving grander war and attempting to erase the walls of this world, should be abandoned by combat itself. As in all other underdog stories, the young man Abu claimed victory. "Name your wish," said the Crocodile King, trying to hide the fact that his body was beyond repair and on the verge of death. Abu tilted his head, watching as the king's body gradually crumbled into ashes. "Though you live off war, Not one day have you stopped quenching its flame, said the young man. He lowered his head. This would be too boring, said Abu. The world would be so boring without you. To me, you are. You won't understand. Oh, by the way, it just occurred to me that I don't know your name yet. The Crocodile King saw an unfamiliar, dangerous smile forming on the young man's lips. That day, various worlds bore witness to the young man's wish. Let the walls shatter, and the war between worlds begin. I want rivers of blood to stain the earth, crimson, and mountains of bones to pierce through the sky. Thus shall the Lord of Duels endure. King of Invocations #1. Good, grand ending. Okay, what were we doing? Oh yeah, solving a thing about card snatchers. So, open the shortcut wheel to use the gadget quick swap function. Okay, so we can now switch between these. Cool.
Charlotte, what happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
No, you were eavesdropping and have a lead.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something? You did say you were supposed to be covering the competition.
Yeah, that is a fair point, actually.
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're trying to stay out of sight. I'm sure they must be plotting something.
Yeah, they're gonna steal that lamppost.
You mean there are 2 card snatchers?
Shh! Keep your voice down! We don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use my camera to catch them in the act. Huh? Wait, where'd the other guy go?
Aether, you were watching the whole time. Which way did they go?
He's on the run!
After him!
Timmy's gonna win, isn't he?
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people often?
Oh, you're too kind. You should see the...
Yeah, no. Damn, he's running. He's going
He's
fast.
heading toward Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but quietly. We mustn't let him spot us.
Hey, Raymond, did you see someone go there? I don't think I've ever noticed this staircase here.
Now he's heading away from the city! How long are we gonna follow him for? At this rate, we're gonna miss Kaya and Timmy's match!
Oh, he's circling this way. We're gonna get spotted
there.
at this rate.
Looks like he stopped. Let's sit tight and see what happens.
Why'd he come all the way out here? Is he gonna hide something? And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble!
Where did they come
We
from?
need to rescue him!
Help! Someone save me!
What are the treasure hoarders doing so close to the city?
I don't think I've ever seen them this close to Mondstadt.
Freeze! Suffocate!
Propagate!
Suffocate!
Ow.
Freeze!
Ow.
Oh,
Ow, ow, ow. Ow. just top off.
Should replace the Hoover.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
That should take care of him.
Are you alright?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was all over for me.
Those treasure hoarders, did you know them? It sure looked like they were here just for you.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk, minding my own business, and then the next thing I knew, I was surrounded.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture of you and one other individual in the middle of a deal back at the tournament. I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. And now you're feigning ignorance of the deal in question. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the Knights of Favonius?
She didn't take a picture, did she?
Whoa. No, please. I'll talk. But you gotta believe me, there's nothing shady going on, I swear.
Wow. That was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part. She didn't take any pictures at all.
I called it. I'm betting that there's nothing illegal happening here, and it's just a shady negotiation of people trading very valuable, one-of-a-kind million Mora cards.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said, okay, how much are you offering? And when he told me the amount, oh, my jaw practically hit the floor.
Was it over 1 million Mora?
Really? What kind of card back was it?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the general goods store. It had a treasure chest design on it. I only bought it because it was dirt cheap. This guy offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there. I could hardly believe my luck, so I decided to head somewhere less crowded and check the Mora was real. That's when I ran into the treasure hoarders.
Did you ask him why he wanted to purchase this item from you?
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and some people will pay good Mora to make their decks look flashy. It didn't strike me as that unusual.
We call it blinging them out.
But after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, Liyue, or something like that.
Oh, you ran into a collector. You're trying to get all the card backs.
Or something like that. He either said that or he didn't. How certain are you?
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been taken off his shoulders. It was genuine relief. Could that card back really be as valuable as he thought?
So it's either a random NPC that we don't know, or it's Sino.
That I don't know, but in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report all of this to the Knights of Favonius. After all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
Why was he so eager to hide this, then? There's more to this story.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after, Charlotte?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there is going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums of money for a few card backs bought from a grocery store?
Yes, actually. I believe that very much so.
My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone. This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
I don't doubt that there's more to the story, but if that's the only premise you have for investigating more thoroughly, you're wrong. People would spend that much for card backs. Think there's real treasure involved? Maybe it was designed by a famous artist.
Ooh, you mean someone like Albedo? That would explain why only some people understand the true value.
Who knows? But wherever this leads, we're definitely onto something.
Yeah, maybe it was signed. Who knows?
Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card snatcher I saw last time. I'm sure it's the same guy. He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too.
Yeah, but what about the card tournament here in Mondstadt that's wrapping up?
But shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final.
Good idea. Let's go.
All right.
Don't blink!
Haha. Up and at 'em. Still going up.
Speed of light!
Climbing is overrated. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Don't blink! Hey!
Let's try.
I hereby declare the winner of the Mondstadt Regional Final of the King of Invocations Grand Prix is Timmy!
I knew it.
Wow, Timmy won! That's amazing!
I was beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time.
There's always next time.
It's all right. You don't need to comfort me. This must be the journalist from Fontaine you mentioned earlier. Charlotte, was it? Enchanté. I'm Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius. I trust you're enjoying your time in Mondstadt?
The pleasure is all mine. Mondstadt's reputation as the city of song and freedom is truly deserved. The mood here is simply delightful.
I'm glad you're liking it. Oh, by the way, I couldn't help but notice you all rushing towards the city's side gate earlier. Did you find something? I couldn't get it off my mind, even during the competition.
All right. At least he's in the Knights, so that we're telling somebody.
I see.
So, it seems we have an answer to Kaya's question from earlier. What the card snatcher's really after is these card backs. But we still haven't figured out why he cares so much about them.
Yeah.
Well, while I'd love to accompany you all to Liyue Harbor, I'm afraid I still have my Knights of Favonius duties to attend to.
So in other words, he didn't actually have them all done. He just put them off.
In fact, our top priority right now is strengthening Mondstadt's defenses. Treasure hoarder activity has been increasingly rampant lately.
Aren't you, like, directly connected to the treasure hoarders?
Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop if we find anything. In fact, if Charlotte's journalistic instinct is on point, you'll probably be reading her exclusive report in the Steambird before long.
Wonderful. Then I look forward to reading all about it.
Thanks for supporting quality journalism. Okay, let's take tonight off and head to Liyue Harbor tomorrow. It'll give me a chance to write down everything that's happened today.
Oh, Paimon wanted to ask. See the two people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invocation TCG?
I was going to ask about the poster.
Maybe, but very little is known about either of them. Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know. But hardly anybody has ever seen them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that Zhongli and Venti? It can't be, can it?
The poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo. Beyond that, I doubt it's very true to life.
I think you're correct on that, Kaya. But I think that has a very suspicious similarity to Zhongli and Venti.
Sounds like they're a couple of socially reclusive scholars. If Paimon were in their shoes, she'd be showing up to all the events, signing autographs, selling cards, and probably getting complimentary food and drink.
I approve. And to top it off, you could play a few rounds of Genius Invocation with everyone.
I was reading up on the game's inventors before I came to Mondstadt. I was originally hoping to arrange an interview with them. But I soon discovered that there's no mention anywhere of where they live or of any Genius Invocation events that they've attended. It's as if they've designed the game and then never played it again.
What a mysterious couple of game designers. I'm only getting more and more entrenched in my theory.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're unable to. but they must have their reasons.
I wonder if they'll show up at all during the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
I think they will. If it is Zhongli and Venti, this could explain why their cards are finally showing up.
Maybe, if you get lucky. And based on my experience, the Traveler seems to have no shortage of that.
Oh, really? Well, that gives me one less thing to worry about.
Hearing that put you at ease puts me at ease. Hopefully my luck won't run out anytime soon.
Anyway, our focus is still on tracking down the card snatcher. I heard Snezhnaya has an old saying. If you try chasing 2 rabbits at once, you'll only end up empty-handed.
Well, the Traveler and Paimon can always split up and chase 1 rabbit each. Oh, okay. Now Paimon's feeling hungry. We can worry about all this later. Right now, it's time to get some grub.
You can always trust Paimon to know where life's priorities lie. If it's food you're after, I recommend taking a look at the nearby stalls. The tournament has brought quite a crowd, so there's a lot of fun to be had around the venue.
Sounds great! Thanks, Kaya!
Alright. And that concludes Suspect Genesis. Uh-oh. What's happening? Alright. The Tour of Wonders, 0-hour invocation, Ever Motion Mechanical Painting Invoker, and Heart of the Dice. So these are all the events. Got it. Alright, event details is this. Let's look at the rewards. It's a crown, I guess. Some ascension materials. So, weapon reward. The Ibis Piercer. I mean, I guess we could work towards that. If I do, I'll do that off stream. Roll a Sea of New Acquaintances. So there's 4 chunks. Unlocks after 9 hours, so we will not be finishing it today. So it looks like the last step will be unlocked later today. So we'll probably do up to the end of a Sea of New Acquaintances today, and then we'll do, in another stream, these last 2 parts. So it looks like we have to go to Liyue. Tour of Wonders. Sea of New Acquaintances. Wait until the following day.
City on the Lake teams with talent in TCG tournament as young prodigy best Favonian cavalry captain. This title saves face for the Knights, but lacks a little oomph. Top strategic mind of the Knights of Favonius outsmarted by Bridge Boy in 5-round failure. Captain's championship hopes crushed in dazzling Dark Horse defeat? Maybe I should stick with my first draft.
Maybe you should. Hello, Frida. Hello, Fane. Ah, there's Kaya.
Hey there. Something else you wanted to discuss?
How are the Knights holding up?
Don't worry. Everyone's just fine. I actually managed to convince Jean to join me for a game, but we only got part of the way through before she was called away. I ended up having to finish the match for the 2 of us. What can you do? Everyone has to put their work first. But, seeing how successful the tournament has turned out and how much fun everyone's had, I'm hoping that she at least has one less thing to worry about.
About TCG?
The game's really caught on lately. It's a part of everyday life now. Everywhere you go, you see people playing it. In fact, some people have even given up drinking in order to keep a clear head during the game. I'm sure Diona will be happy to hear that. Sure. We should have a game of Genius Invocation TCG when you get the chance.
I already have your card. Mika, what are you doing here? Oh, that's right. Somebody told me that Huffman's your older brother.
Wait, why is everyone leaving? Did I miss it?
Ah, Mika. Too bad you weren't here to see it. I'm afraid that Captain Kaya lost.
What? Tell me everything. What happened?
Well, I don't know much about Genius Invocation myself, but I did try to follow along by listening in to what everyone was saying. Captain Kaya took out one of Timmy's character cards right at the start, giving him an early advantage. But I guess that was all part of his opponent's strategy? In any case, Timmy spent the first few rounds stocking up cards in his hand and then swung the game with a brutal offensive right at the end. But, you know, maybe the match was already over from the moment they flipped the coin and determined that Kaya would go second.
Oof. That's a meta card game talk right there.
I need a drink.
Calm down, bro. Now's not the time to start drinking your sorrows away. Knowing Captain Kaya, he wouldn't want to see you upset over his loss. Hey, why don't we learn how to play too? Maybe then, we'll get to play against Captain Kaya someday. Though, I'm sure we'd lose pretty badly to him.
I guess it makes sense that the best card game players in Mondstadt are Kaya and Timmy.
Yeah, you're right, Mika. Not a bad plan.
Felix Yog, I guess we could talk to Timmy. Do you have a VA yet?
I won! I won!
Congratulations, Timmy.
Thanks. I can't wait to tell my mom. This'll make her really happy, won't it? Mom was the one who kept telling me I should join the tournament, so I'm gonna give the prizes to her.
Good for you, Timmy.
I really wish my dad could see me now.
Oh god, did you have to bring that up? Why did we talk to him at all? Why do we ever talk to Timmy? Oh, these two.
Oh, what an amazing tournament. That Timmy, huh? He really has a gift for this.
Yeah, who saw that coming? But at least I can feel a little better about losing to him now.
Alright, I think that's enough side conversations. Roll, a Sea of New Acquaintances. Where are we going? Well, we're going to Liyue, obviously. I think. Oh, that's right, we have to wait for the day to pass. Clock? I think it's at 10 o'clock the next day? I gotta remember to read the objectives. Oh, 8 to 10. I'm dumb. Definitely gotta read those. Alright, now we just gotta go to Liyue. We'll warp in and we'll walk around. Time should tick over by the time we get there. Wherever it is being held here. So who do I think is the best card game player in Liyue? I mean, if Zhongli plays the game, it would probably be him, right? Who else would strike me as a card game player in Liyue? I don't imagine Kaching has the time. Maybe Yao Yao. That would be a funny... That'd be pretty funny, right? Baiju. Maybe Baiju plays. Seriously, who would play? Oh! I'm dumb. It's probably fucking... Yanfei, maybe? Damn, who else would be a good card game player? Beto, maybe?
Time for us to head up to Liyue. We've got a card snatcher to catch.
Oh, looks like we're going to the front. Man, it's not as obvious as I thought it would be. Oh, maybe Singshu. Singshu strikes me as a guy who plays card games. Chongyun, maybe? Do I remember seeing anybody from Liyue in the opening of the 3.7 trailer? I actually don't remember. Any main NPCs? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ying R does. And I imagine Ning Wang is the kind of person who blings out their deck.
Wow. Liyue Harbor is still bustling as always.
Where merchants flock and all ships dock. Now I understand what that saying was trying to describe. Still, nothing beats seeing it with your own eyes.
Welcome to Liyue Harbor. I hope you had a smooth journey. Lady Ningguang instructed me to wait for you here.
Hello, Baiwen.
Oh, it's Ningguang's secretary! Which Bai is it again?
It's Baiwen. I assist Lady Ningguang with collecting and organizing intelligence.
That's right, Baiwen! Paimon remembers now. The other two are Baishu and Baishao.
I'm glad you remembered, because I definitely did not remember the names of all the secretaries. I knew there was 3 of them. That was about it.
Lady Ningguang? You mean Tianxuan of the Liyue Qixing?
Yep, that's her. But why does Ningguang want to see us? Wait, and how does she even know that we'd be arriving in Liyue Harbor today?
I blame Yangfei.
Lady Ningguang likes to stay informed. Nothing slips through her intelligence network. She wishes to invite our visitor from Fontaine, Mademoiselle Charlotte, to join her at Eugene Terrace to discuss cooperation.
What would she want with me? This is the first time I've ever been to Liyue Harbor.
Sorry, did I say Yanfei? I meant to say Yalan.
Lady Ningguang has known of you for quite some time. A talented and capable journalist with the Steambird who writes insightful, engaging, and, most importantly, factual prose. She rather admires your work.
I don't know if she's going with those titles that she was spitballing in the previous leg of the tournament. I would love to greatly guess there's some exaggeration in there about those facts.
She also understands that in revealing the truth, your exclusive news, you have offended some interested parties that have been pulling strings behind the scenes. And that is why you have been sent on an international reporting trip to cover the Genius Invocation TCG events.
Wait, what? That's terrible! Oh, poor Charlotte.
Aether, why do you look mad?
No, it's just part of the job. I'm already used to it. But I'm surprised to learn that Lady Ningguang knows so much about my situation. Does she know my boss or something?
Paimon wouldn't be surprised. She seems to know everyone and everything.
Money talks.
Lady Ningguang also welcomes the 2 of you to join, if you're interested.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were best buddies with Lady Ningguang.
Best buddies might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Oh, Paimon wouldn't go that far. We've just been invited to the Jade Chamber as honored guests a couple times. You know.
Enough with the humble bragging, Paimon.
But anyway, if Ningguang wants to discuss work stuff with Charlotte, it's probably gonna be best if we stay out of the way, right? Maybe we can go ask around about the card snatcher while you have your meeting with Ningguang.
Oh, are you sure?
Absolutely no trouble at all. While we're at it, we can check out our old haunts.
All right,
oh, Hu
then
Tao,
I'll leave you to it.
goddammit.
Let's catch up
Hu
and swap
Tao
notes later.
definitely
First,
plays
pretty
this fucking
excited to
card
meet Lady
game.
Ningguang, so I don't want to keep her waiting.
Very well. Please, Mademoiselle Charlotte, follow me.
See you two later.
Maybe Xingling?
Sounds like Charlotte's a top-notch journalist, huh?
Wait, was Hu Tao in the trailer? I'm trying to remember. I think she was.
All about, but it definitely sounds like a big deal. And if she manages to write up an article about this card snatcher case, we'll be featured in her exclusive news too.
It feels like we're about to become famous.
We're already famous. We're actually going to make her more famous as a result of this.
Yep, you're right. maybe someone's seen people trading cards there.
I would check the marketplace, would have been my recommendation, but yeah, we could check out the docks. Oh my gosh. Gotta go all the way across town? Screw that. Shortcut. See, look at that. We just took 100 yards off in about a couple seconds. Hup. Nailed it. Asked people at the wharf. Oh no, we're interrogating the fishmongers again.
Hey there, got a question for you.
Hello. Ask away. If it's fish you want, I've got all the answers.
Why are we asking the fishmongers?
Actually, it's not about fish. We were just wondering, since you're here all day running your stall, have you seen anyone collecting card backs for Genius Invocation TCG?
Genius Invocation TCG. Afraid I don't know anything about that. People come here for blackback bass, but not card backs.
Really? Sorry to bother you then. We'll try our luck somewhere else.
This is why we are not the investigative journalists.
Don't you want to buy some fish to take with you? All my fish are super fresh, you know.
Sure. Do you actually sell fish?
Hello. Genius Invocation.
Oh no, we looped his dialogue. I can't buy fish from him. It won't let me buy fish from him. We'll ask the...
Hi there! We'd like to ask you about something.
We'll ask the guard last.
Oh, sure. Ask away. The ship's already set sail anyway, so I've got all the time in the world.
Have you seen anyone around here recently collecting card backs? You know, for that really popular game, Genius Invocation TCG?
Collecting card backs? I've definitely seen people around here playing the game, but I'm usually preoccupied with thinking about the sea. I've never paid too much attention to it.
It's fine. We'll ask someone else.
Oh, I really can't afford to wake up late next time.
Oh, you were supposed to be on the ship.
Hi there. Can we ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead. I'll answer as best I can.
Has this guy always been here? I don't recognize him. He looks different than some of the other Millelith characters.
Have you noticed anyone here collecting card backs for Genius Invocation TCG recently?
Card backs? No, I'm afraid not. Sorry. Just before a girl in Inazuma attire walked by, and I've been sneezing nonstop since.
He's allergic to cats.
Well, take care of yourself and get well soon. We'll keep asking around.
That's the closest thing to a lead that we've got so far.
I'll be alright. While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
Feel bad for that guy. Feel bad for everyone with a fur allergy, to be honest.
To a slow start. Let's try somewhere else.
Hey, you two. Looking for someone?
Toma?
Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
Oh, it was Kazuha. I see orange and I think Toma.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
I guess you're around here. It's been too long. How you been?
Very well, thank you. Even better now that you're here.
How's the whole sword quest thing going?
Captain Beidou needed to return to Liyue to take care of some business, so I've been taking the chance to get to walk around town. It's a nice surprise to run into you two here.
I really didn't expect to run into Kazuha.
Looks like you have questions. May I be of any help?
I keep forgetting that you kind of hang out with Beidou.
Well, long story short...
We're looking for a card
I
snatcher.
see. Well, the harbor breeze is as peaceful and pleasant as ever. I don't believe that the card snatcher you're looking for has been through here.
Thank you.
Huh. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's good news or bad in your eyes. Oh, by the way, it seems there's a competition being held nearby. I stopped to have a look. This Genius Invocation TCG. It It seems to be immensely popular at the moment.
You didn't strike me as the type that plays card games.
Wait, have you never played it before, Kazuha?
No, I haven't. I have quietly observed from the side. The captain brought a small box aboard recently that contained a variety of beautifully illustrated cards. She enjoys playing with the crew while enjoying a few drinks. A few too many, perhaps.
Kaya 2.0. I feel like eye patch and drinking seems to be a recurring trend in this series. Fischl drinking party when? Fischl's the odd one out here. We also need a fourth person with an eye patch so I can have a 4-man team of just eye patches.
That's called the Casket of Tomes. It's what you use to carry your cards in, and it helps you find players nearby, too. You should give it a try, Kazuha. The rules are pretty easy to pick up, and then you'll have a fun game to play with your friends.
Imagine if deck boxes in real life had an LFG function. Looking for group. It'd be like Pokemon in real life. As soon as their eyes meet, a duel is destined to occur.
Forging friendship through card-based combat does sound quite delightful. All right, then. Show me the ropes, if you please.
Paimon can teach you. Paimon's watched the Traveler play a ton of times, so even Paimon's a master invocator now.
Look at that smug traveler face.
After we teach you the rules, we'll also have to get you a Casket of Tomes.
But what about this card snatcher you're looking for? Is not dealing with that more urgent at present?
Maybe.
Good point.
Maybe.
Paimon got so caught up chatting with our old friend that she nearly forgot about our promise to our new friend. Now where should we go next?
There she is. The source of the cat allergies.
Huh? Hey, look over there. Isn't that the Inazuman courier who Diona was chatting with back in Mondstadt? What's she doing here?
Well, she says she's international, so she could be anywhere.
Ah, I just noticed the logo at her waist. Isn't that Komaniya Express?
Huh? Do you know that company, Kazuha?
He is from Inazuma.
Yes, I've heard of it. They provide delivery services in Inazuma.
Looks like she's having some trouble. Why don't we go and introduce ourselves?
All right.
Which way is it from here?
Hey there! You look lost. Need any help?
You knocked the life out of me! Huh? Oh, I recognize you. Weren't you at the Cat's-Tail in Mondstadt?
Yes, we were.
Yep. Paimon's name is Paimon, and these two are the Traveler and Kaitahara Kazuha. It's a strange coincidence running into you again.
Hello. Hello. My name's Kirara. I'm a courier for Inazuma's Komaniya Express.
I know Komaniya Express is widely praised for its punctual and safe delivery services, but I wasn't aware that the company had started operating internationally.
Wow, it's rare to meet a fellow Inazuman abroad. Our company just recently began expanding its services overseas, which is great for me because now I basically get paid to travel all around the world. Only downside is I sometimes get a bit lost when it's my first time in a new city. Sometimes, when I'm running late, I even have to change back into my original form and climb over walls to make sure the parcel's on time. Do you happen to know the way to the Wangsheng funeral parlor?
I do.
I feel like I've been going in circles all day.
I go there very often to talk to sits at bench next to Cat Lady.
Yeah, we know the place. We'll show you the way.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
All right. Okay, so we want to go this way, and we want to go down across the main street, over the main bridge. There we go. And then we go sit on a bench. Normal standard fare. I'm personally surprised you didn't find the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, considering there are leaflets and flyers for it everywhere floating around. Oh no. Sits next to bench
Down on the ground, the dice spin around, while high in the sky, the sun shines bright. That last line could use some work.
Yes, it could. Oh, the cat lady's not here.
Here we are. This is it.
Oh, why, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What brings you here?
Funeral services. I mean card games.
And I see you've brought some friends, clients, business partners, new associates.
Maybe leave the introductions to Paimon. This is Kaedahara Kazuha, and this is Kirara.
Hello. It is an honor to meet you.
Have they not met? For some reason, I feel like in the back of my head that Kazuha and Hu Tao would have met by now.
Greetings, old friends and new. So, what brings you all to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor this fine day? Wait, don't tell me. Is it our latest promotion? One touch that you journeyed all this way.
Like I said, it's a miracle that no one has discovered this place yet. There are promotions and flyers everywhere.
No, we were just giving Kirara directions.
Hello, ma'am. Are you Director Huta of the Wangshen Funeral Parlor? I'm your Komani Express courier, and we have a delivery for you. I just need to ask you for a signature.
Let me see. Ah, yes, I've been expecting this. Delivery services these days make everything so much easier. I used to have to send my consultant running to and fro for this kind of thing.
Why not both? Funerals and cards. That's right. But primarily I'm here for the sits on bench next to cat lady. That's what I'm primarily here for.
Say, Kirara, how flexible is your company in terms of delivering different types of goods?
Oh no.
How
Oh
about a
no.
living person? And what about someone who's more in between alive and dead?
Oh no.
Her tails are standing up on end.
Guess that's a no. Well, maybe we can talk about potentially expanding your company's services sometime.
The fucking looks that they gave to Hu Tao there.
Could I trouble you to take a moment and leave a 5-star review?
5 stars? Well, that's an odd number. Let's make it an even 6. No, much too low. Services good deserves at least 8. In fact, 9. 1 extra for going the extra mile.
But that's an odd number, Hu Tao.
Oh, 5 stars will be plenty, really. But your enthusiasm means a lot. Alright, I should be on my way now. Thanks again for the directions.
You're welcome. Do you handle all the deliveries?
No, not necessarily. Business has been picking up lately, so the company has hired lots of new staff. But I handle all the international deliveries because I'm the quickest. I am a yokai after all.
Hu Tao is very terrifying. Spoopy is in the theme.
So chances are that we'll see you on the road again soon.
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Although, hopefully next time it won't be because I'm lost.
I'm happy that they've started including her more in these events, because I feel like that's the biggest complaints of all the Hu Tao mains, is that they used to complain that she was never featured in any of the events. Like, there was literally a Test of Courage event that I didn't participate in because I wasn't far enough in the story at the time, but I'm told that Hu Tao did not show up in it. The Spoopy Halloween event, and no Hu Tao? Nani?
I heard you reciting a poem just now, Director Hu. May I ask from where you drew your inspiration?
I'm actually told that the first event that featured Hu Tao was this year's Lantern Rite, which was the, I think, first event that I participated in. Pretty sure it was. Did I participate in any event before Lantern Rite? I don't think I did. I mostly just skipped them and assumed that they were, like, nonsense side stuff that wasn't important. But no, they actually tie into the story and show character development and progress.
Oh, do you share a liking for poetry as well?
Once in a while, I throw words at each other and see what sticks.
Yeah, there's no need for self-deprecation. I've seen people from all walks of life.
And I can tell just from the way your sleeves flutter in the wind that you are a man of culture.
So this is what a man of culture looks like.
Anyway, I'm preparing for the tournament final that will be held shortly. Anyone feeling poetic? I need ideas.
Tournament final? Ooh, you mean the Genius Invocation TCG tournament?
Yeah, that's the one. My next opponent is no small fry. Most of the time, he's so unassuming you couldn't pick him out of a crowd. But during this tournament, it's like he sprang up out of the ground like a whopper flower and took the competition completely by surprise. So I have a strong feeling that this will be a tough battle to win.
Then shouldn't you be focusing on your strategy? How is writing poetry gonna help?
Because skill doesn't thrill unless you've also got style.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm with you on this one, Paimon.
Let me give you an example you'd be more familiar with. To make a great dish, it takes not just flavor, but presentation too. Ever heard the saying, it takes two flint to light a fire? Same principle applies when you're trying to make an impression.
I have never heard of that saying, and I've also been a staunch believer that presentation does not matter when it comes to food. I am staunchly in the camp of taste matters most, and like 80 to 90% of taste is smell, so that actually matters a little bit. But presentation, nah, I'll eat food blindfolded if it's good enough.
That sounds like it makes sense. Or does it? Oh,
And it's flint and steel, not two flint.
In duels to the death, some samurai pay each other respects before the fight. Often, the two opponents find they have much in common.
See? New guy gets it. What did I say? A man of culture.
He is a poet. You are a rapper. You are destined to be intertwined.
You flatter me, Director Who. In my humble opinion, you could try incorporating your competitive aspirations into your lines. Or perhaps some words to intimidate your opponent.
I frankly am amazed that these two have not interacted before this point.
Oh, we have an expert among us. Hey, why don't you play a match with me? It'll help me warm up and maybe find some creative inspiration.
As much as I'd like to oblige, I'm afraid that I haven't played before. I don't even have my own deck.
Use my deck.
Perfect! Paimon really wants to watch you play. How about Paimon gives Kazuha a crash course right now?
Since everyone is so willing to offer their help, how can I refuse?
And weren't we not going to do this a little bit ago because we were on an investigation? Alright, explains the rules to Kazuha.
So there you have it! Those are the rules! Paimon also included a few little tips and tricks she's picked up from watching the Traveler play. Well, think you can handle it from here, Kazuha?
I think I've got it. Thank you, Paimon-sensei.
Paimon-sensei.
Sensei? Wow! Paimon's never been called that before!
Well, Kazuha, ready to go one-on-one against Liyue's most notorious backstreet poet?
Notorious indeed.
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity, Director Who.
Any last words before the duel begins?
Notorious DHT. Director Hu Tao.
One moment. Okay. I think I've got something.
Wow, that was fast.
That was fast.
All right. Say your piece, Challenger.
Don't die.
Whoa, things are really heating up.
Shh. We're about to have a rap battle.
Minds like sharp blades clash. Friendship forged through cards and dice. Autumn leaves burn bright. I, Kaedahara Kazuha, humbly accept this duel.
That's a haiku. Except for that Kaedahara Kazuha line at the end. That's a haiku. 575. Minds like sharp blades clash 5. Friendship forged through cards and dice 7. Autumn leaves burn bright. That's 5.
The birds are chirping, the weather's so nice. Watch me roll 6 pyro dice. Director Hu of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is ready for battle.
The birds are chirping. The weather's so nice. Watch me roll 6 pyro dice. That's 557. Of course she wouldn't follow the rules, but honestly hers sounded much more elegant. I'm not gonna lie. Bit of a jarring change of genre there.
My turn. Chi?
Thrilling match of Genius Invocation.
I am defeated. It's no wonder that Director Hu has earned a spot in the tournament finals.
Talk about an exciting match, though.
We still need to predict who her opponent is. Considering they've all been NPCs so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Chef Mao, or maybe Silver Tongue Juan, or maybe somebody unsuspecting.
Good thing I was able to send off all those summons of yours.
Oh yeah, her send-off card is really powerful. It destroys all the summons.
I have to say, it's hard to believe that this was your first time playing.
I owe it all to Paimon Sensei's teaching.
Huh? You really mean that? Yay!
Paimon Sensei is the best teacher.
Ah, shucks. Now Paimon's embarrassed. Well, Kazuha, did you enjoy Genius Invocation TCG?
We should probably meet back up with Charlotte, though.
Yes, indeed. There is a good variety of card abilities, and the tempo of the match can swing in an instant. I understand now why it's become so popular across Teyvat.
Oh, seems the world's gained yet another TCG player.
Ka-ching! You're the last person I expected to see right now.
Ka-ching! When did you get here?
Shortly after these two had begun their match, everyone seemed so focused on the game that I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm happy to see you again, because I never get to see you do anything. You're probably too busy working.
You must be Kaedehara Kazuha? Your reputation precedes you. It's an honor to finally meet you.
Please, the honor is all mine. I have heard great things about the esteemed Yuheng from Captain Beidou.
Just call me Kuching. You played very well indeed, considering
There
it
she
was your
goes.
first time. I'm impressed. If we ever have the opportunity, I too would like to play a match with you.
Of course she plays. Of course she does. Miss, I have 5 minutes of free time to sleep. Of course she plays. Then again, if Jean plays, so I guess it makes sense.
Wow, Kazuha's already lined up his next opponent.
Why so surprised? Practically everyone at Yujing Terrace is playing Genius Invocation TCG these days.
What are you doing?
I also play from time to time, when time permits.
Do you have time? Why are you here even?
It would be my pleasure to join you for a match. However, I can't borrow the Traveler's deck forever. Our match might have to wait until after I manage to obtain my own casket of tomes.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. When we get back to the tournament venue, I'll ask a member of the Genius Invocation TCG Society to provide one for you.
Hu Tao's still pacing back there.
And please don't think about returning the favor. I assure you, it's no inconvenience. Besides, a friend of the Traveler is a friend of us all.
Thanks, Jing.
I am grateful for your kindness, Kuching.
I like how I was very quick to dismiss the idea of her playing the card game, only to be completely having my thoughts of that completely dashed.
Pleasure. Also, Hu Tao, the final is about to start. I just came to make sure you're aware.
Don't worry. It might look like my mind's on other things, but I'm still listening.
I'm sure you are.
Thorough preparation is the key to victory, after all.
Will you all be coming with us to the venue?
Actually, there's something we wanted to discuss first.
All right, back to the task at hand. We're investigating a card snatcher. Have any of you seen someone going around collecting Genius Invocation card backs recently?
Card backs? You mean like the kind with a treasure chest design on it?
it's secretly a treasure map, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's the one.
Funny, the word snatcher didn't come to mind when I saw him. He struck me as more of a potential client.
That just makes me more concerned.
I saw him playing a match against Chongyun this morning. He said that whoever lost would have to hand over their card back. It was close, but he managed to beat Chongyun in the end. After the match, he wiped the sweat from his forehead, took the card back from Chongyun, and left.
Sounds like we need to go talk to Chongyun then.
In that case, try Uwang Hill. I think that's where he should be.
That's so far away, though.
If I may ask, what else is this alleged card snatcher suspected of doing?
Maybe being affiliated with treasure hoarders. Other than that, I got nothing.
We don't know too much about him, apart from his obsession with card backs. But apparently, he's stolen other players' cards before.
I see. I'll inform the Millilith to be on the lookout for this individual. But while he's still at large, make sure you stay safe.
I think I'll go with the Traveler to Uwang Hill.
All right. See you later.
I guess Kazuha's along for the ride? Good luck at the final, Director.
With so many people rooting for me, I'm sure the match will be over before I can say phew.
We still haven't clarified who your opponent is, though.
All right, let's go find Chongyun.
Ah, we meet again. Wang Shang Funeral Parlor stares at cat on bench lady. We have to stop meeting like this. I must away. Until we meet again, Wang Shang Funeral Parlor stares at cat lady. God, that's so far away. Alright. So I really wonder who Hu Tao's opponent is going to be in the finals. And the fact that they haven't revealed it means that they're probably going to win. What are the odds it's Chi-Chi? I hope it's not, but that'd be hilarious if it is. Little Fang.
Hey, don't panic. I'm sure we'll find her.
Chongyun, we found you!
Paimon, Traveler, and...
Kaedahara Kazuha.
Hello, I am Kaedahara Kazuha.
I'm surprised so many of these people don't know who he is, because he's been in Liyue more than he's been in Inazuma at this point, it feels like.
Hi, I'm Chongyun, an exorcist from Liyue. Long story short, this boy lost his friend while they were playing hide and seek.
That's not good.
I told little Yu not to hide anywhere too far away, but I've looked everywhere, and I still can't find her.
Uh-oh, it could be dangerous to get lost out here in the wilderness. We'll help look for her too. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, I kind of peeked a little bit when I was counting. She went that way.
Why does it have to be Wuwang Hill?
Okay, then let's start looking in that direction.
This place is so huge, empty, and foggy. Also, there's like a gateway to the underworld here. Huh?
Little you? Little you? Where are you?
A snapped branch and some trampled grass. It looks like the girl was hiding here.
More treasure hoarders.
Again? Oh, let's hope little you didn't run into them.
I can't see. You threw mud at me. Put some dirt in your eye.
Clean up.
I'll catch up.
Scatter! Seriously, why are we always running into these guys?
When are we going to get an entire, like, Archon quest dedicated to the treasure hoarders? Because so far they have not been important in the story, despite being, like, one of the 3 primary antagonistic groups.
Hey, everyone! Have a look at this.
Are those genius invocation cards?
Oh, I know that one. It belongs to little Yu. Her dad gave her a deck, and it's her favorite thing. She takes it with her everywhere.
So little Yu is definitely here. But there's a fork in the road up ahead. Oh, which way should we go?
Gonna have to split up.
Wait a moment. Did little Yu's father also give her a small box to store the cards?
Yeah, a casket of tomes. I have one too.
They have a player find function.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
It can locate nearby players.
Yes. As long as she still has the box with her, we should be able to determine her location.
I just now realized the downsides of having that thing that we talked about earlier. This makes it very easy to mug people. It literally gives you a data tracker to say, hey, there's a person alone in an alley right now. Mug them for their cards.
Quick, get our casket of tomes out.
There are 3 players nearby.
Let's see. There's Chongyun and little Feng. Aha! There's another player over there. That must be little Yu.
Or her box. Is that it?
Little you! Little Fong? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone so far away. I was trying to find a hiding place, but then I saw a bunch of really angry-looking guys and I got scared. So I ran till I ended up here.
Don't worry. We've already taken care of the bad guys. But Uwang Hill is full of yin energy. You shouldn't be playing in a place like this. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Chongyun.
We won't
Get
do
the
it
kids
again.
out of here.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Of course. Now, don't go running off. Hang tight for a moment, and I'll walk you both home.
Paimon's glad she was okay.
We came here to interview Chongyun, though.
Me too. Good on Kazuha for coming up with the Casket of Tomes idea.
I'm upset that we didn't come up with that first, to be honest.
Yeah, how did the rest of us not think of that? Huh. Guess we use it so often when we're playing cards that it didn't occur to us to use it for anything else. What a nifty little gadget. The Sumeru scholars who invented it must be super brainy. Oh, by the way, Chongyun, we wanted to ask you about something.
The card snatcher.
Oh, I knew there was something fishy about his obsession with card backs. I can't believe it. I let a thief slip right through my fingers. Whoa. Deep breaths. Stay calm.
No biggie, Chongyun. You're fine.
It's not your fault. You didn't know what his intentions were. If I'd been in your shoes and he invited me to a duel on the same terms, I doubt I'd have sensed anything untoward either.
Exactly. He's crafty. If you're not paying attention, he'll just steal the card he wants. And if that doesn't work, he'll come up with some other way to get his hands on it.
Like buying it for 3 times the market value.
Did he happen to say anything after he got the card back?
Not a lot. He seemed to be in a hurry. He just packed up his things and then left for the docks. But I did hear him grumbling about how far away Inazuma is, and how he wasn't looking forward to the boat journey.
This guy sure talks to himself a lot. Well, it sounds like a pretty solid lead, so Paimon thinks we should follow it. But first, we should stop by the venue.
Yeah, we need to tell Charlotte all the info we got.
Then I guess I'll take Little Fong and Little Yu home now. Though I'd really rather help track down that thief.
Don't worry, we got this.
Sure. I'm counting on you.
Also, Kazuha, still here, I guess.
Whoa. Is it just Paimon, or did things suddenly get gloomier here after Chongyun left? Huh.
Let's get out of here. Mint. Alright, where's the competition being held? Which side of Liyue? On the docks? Oh, that's like the big dock area where we had the Lantern Rite event. That makes sense. This is like the big plaza area. This is where you would want to hold any event.
What an incredible match. Truly mesmerizing to watch two players compete at such a high level.
Still don't know who they were, and you surprisingly have a lot of free time today, Kajing.
What? We missed the final again? Ugh, Paimon was hoping we'd at least get to catch a glimpse of the final round.
You're back. Did you find Chongyun? Everything goes smoothly?
There were a few hiccups along the way, but in the end, it all turned out fine. So Hu Tao, did you win your match?
Of course! It didn't go quite as Hugh as I'd expected, but all in all, it was still a good old wham bam. I'd like to thank my fam. My opponent was no pushover. We both took out a couple of each other's character cards before it came down to the decisive round. I closed my eyes, held my breath, and clenched the dice tightly in my hand as I prayed for the blessings of all my supporters in the audience, both visible and invisible. Wink, wink.
Uh-huh. You see what I saw, right? I saw another chapter of that King of Invocations light novel behind me.
Can you guess what happened next?
What happened?
Channeling all my skill and style, with a flick of the wrist, I released the dice from my hands and shouted my battle cry at the top of my lungs.
Did she really?
Watch me roll 6 pyro dice!
And lo and behold, when the dice came to rest, I counted precisely 6 of the pyro persuasion. It was all over before I could say, pyre, pyre, pants on fire.
You roll 8 dice, right? That's pretty amazing.
Wow, sounds like your poem worked like a charm.
Director Who's playstyle is rapid but graceful, like a lone butterfly navigating the depths of a forest. With a little luck beneath her wings, she soared above the competition.
Luck is a key ingredient in every success. Wouldn't you agree, Traveler?
Yes, probably.
Oh, it's Ningguang and Charlotte! Finished with your business meeting?
Yep. I have to say, the Tianquan has a very incisive mind. She's extremely insightful. I gotta admit, I'm kinda envious of Baiwen now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. You must be Kaidahara Kazuha.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Charlotte.
First the Traveler, now Kazuha. Feels like I've been inducted into the Tevat Heroes Club. I remember when you made the headlines of the Steambird.
What for?
Young samurai blocks the Muso no Hitotachi.
Oh, that.
You captured the public imagination in Fontaine for some time.
My oh my. I had no idea I was up against such a legendary warrior in our card duel earlier.
That's all in the past now. I count myself as the fortunate one today for this chance to make so many new friends.
Today is indeed a momentous day to have brought us all together.
Uh-huh. I don't care.
Sounds like it's victory meal time. Count me in. You'll have to excuse me for a moment while I wrap things up at the tournament venue. I'll join you all later.
See you later, Kajing.
This is great. We can have a nice hearty meal and get a good sleep tonight before heading off to Inazuma tomorrow.
Inazuma? Does this mean you found a new lead on the Card Snatcher?
Sure did. Investigating is what we do best. Well, okay, guess luck played a part in it too.
Not really. We did a good job.
I still have some things to take care of here in Liyue, so I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you to Inazuma.
It would have been really weird and awkward if Kazuha just accompanied us for the remainder of this entire event.
Okay, but remember to keep working on your genius invocation skills. You never know when Paimon-sensei will show up for a surprise inspection.
Getting pretty strict, Paimon-sensei. You really care for your students, Paimon-sensei.
I've also heard some things about this card snatcher you're pursuing.
Really? And they didn't come up in like that long interview you had with Charlotte?
Already? Well, nothing gets past Ningguang, huh?
A new card back appeared on the market recently. It's extremely rare and bears an image of a treasure chest. Some players are willing to pay exorbitant amounts of more for things of this nature, as they believe they can improve their luck. So I looked into them briefly to see whether there was any genuine commercial value in them. I quickly learned that every card back with that particular design had been scooped up overnight. There's not a single one left in all of Liyue.
Someone's collecting all of them.
Initially, I thought this might be just another case of a merchant hoarding goods in hopes of maximizing their profits. But once I heard more, I realized it must be the thief you are after.
Is there anything else unusual about these card backs other than their rarity?
Unfortunately, since I didn't manage to procure one for myself, I'm unable to say for sure.
Darn, I was hoping she would have managed to get her hands on at least one.
All I know is that despite being custom-made, they are not particularly exquisite. If they were, you can be sure I would have purchased one sooner.
The mystery of this card snatcher gets more baffling at every turn.
It sounds to me a lot like those weird stories you get of scalpers, where they buy every single copy of a card that exists just purely on speculation and in hoping to increase the value by doing so. That being said, in the One Piece TCG right now, there's someone on Reddit who is trying to acquire every single one of the Carrot common cards from OP01. It's like a 1-cent card, but I don't think it's because of them, but I think the price has gone up to like 3 to 6 cents, probably because of them hoarding up all of them.
It doesn't matter. Given how much he likes to talk to himself, he's sure to spill all his secrets sooner or later.
That being said, that Carrot card does have some of the most beautiful art I've seen on a card in that set, so if you want to go look it up, look up Carrot One Piece TCG. Set 1. It's a red card, it's 1-drop.
Every journey into the unknown is a mystery waiting to be solved. But often, it is encounters with the unexpected that make the journey all the more interesting. For instance, it was certainly a pleasant surprise for me today to meet top talents from all around Teyvat.
Alright. We're gonna do a little bit of epilogue conversationaling. Darn, I can't get a book from here. So yeah, we'll finish up these conversations, then we'll close off the stream for the day.
By the way, does Captain Beidou play Genius Invocation TCG by any chance?
She does.
Yes. In fact, she's one of the best in the whole Crux fleet.
One of?
Would you mind putting in a word for me, Kazuha? I'm a longtime fan of Captain Beidou's. I always hoped I'd be friends with her someday, but so far I've never had the chance.
Another character I'm surprised hasn't met.
Sure. But please be gentle when you inevitably defeat her in Genius Invocation.
Oh, she's a sore loser, huh? What are these? Ever Motion Mechanical Painting, Liyue 1. What? Oh, that must be one of those weird events. Oh, Brother Quan was the other person.
Hi there, my name's Charlotte. I'm a reporter for the Steambird. Could I borrow a moment of your time for a brief interview?
Sure. Go ahead.
You made a promising start in this competition, leaving many contenders in the dust on your way to the finals, before narrowly missing out on a championship win when you lost to director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It must be difficult for you knowing how close you came to victory. With this in mind, would you like to share your thoughts on how the final match played out?
Sorry, do you want an answer for the media, or do you want my actual thoughts?
I'd like to hear your actual thoughts, of course.
You lost to a dumb luck.
Well, I've always said that playing cards is 70% skill and 30% luck. But when your opponent rolls 6 dice of the same element at once, there's no coming back from that. Not even with Adeptus level skills. So there was no hope for a mere adventurer like me.
Yeah, I feel your pain, man. Oh, hi, I didn't see you here.
I've heard that even the unofficial Genius Invocation tournament is enjoying a huge turnout. Many serious TCG players have registered for both the official and unofficial ones. As for me, I don't mind trying my hand at the trending games from time to time, though I still prefer chess.
I'll play you.
But when it comes down to it, whatever differences there may be between the various games around, they all share one important thing in common. They bring friends together.
There's probably missable dialogue with Chongyun somewhere, but I ain't gonna go look for it. And that's gonna conclude our little story for the day. Considering this seems to be about an hour per chapter, I'm very comfortable ending here, where we can end up doing the last 2 all in one go next time. And I have free time tomorrow, so I guess I could stream it tomorrow, but I would probably like to at least stick to my schedule for the time being, so we'll be picking this up again in 2 days. Those of you watching this on YouTube can also look forward to it in about 2 days, because I tend to upload these in batches, and every upload will be at least 2 days after the stream. It'll be up on YouTube. That's the goal I shoot for anyway. Thanks to everybody who stopped by. Get out there and play some card games. As I've mentioned multiple times, I've been playing the One Piece card game lately. I'm really enjoying it. I hear Magic the Gathering is in the midst of a whole mess of nonsense going on. They recently just banned 3 cards in Standard that I'm told will be leveling out things there, but Standard's probably going to collapse from this point on because they're not going to rotate the format all that often anymore. It's going to get rotated out every 3 years now, and they're only going to do 1 ban a year, or 1 day of bans. So I don't know how chaotic that's going to get. But that's enough of my personal life and my news updates for you. Look forward to seeing you all in the next stream. Bye-bye for now.